Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? Are you serious? I'm Indiana. I'm back. That's right. I'm back in Indiana. uh, Spending some time with my mom and dad and family up here. And so just before taking off for California and the conference that's coming up. So here in Indiana, take care of some things here. And by the way, um, wow, some things are really happening around the world. Okay. Thank you guys for all the love about the loss of Sugar. I really appreciate it. It was really a tough one for us, but you know, she's she's waiting for us. The question is, do all dogs go to heaven? I got that question again. The answer is yes. All dogs go to heaven, especially those that have great relationships with their masters who love the Lord. And I can tell you that if you get the DVD Heavenly Encounter, where I interview Stephen Boyles, who died and he was on a respirator for 45 days and then came back and he made a trip to heaven. He said all of his pets that he had in his whole lifetime, all 8 of them, were waiting for him there. So yeah, the answer is yes. And you can argue with me if you want to, it's fine. But just read the Bible. How many animals God has in heaven and how many he used on earth. Believe me, animals play a major part in the kingdom of God, even maybe more than some of us. Now, let's get right into it. We got put a shout out right now for www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. Before trying any and I should put that little banner there for you so you know right where to go. So give me 1 second here. And I'm not used to this this computer here in Indiana. I have to get used to it again. It's a little different. So give me 1 second here. No, that's not it. There it is. Okay, I'll put that right there. Okay. Um, Before trying any of these anti-aging serums and wrinkle creams, why don't you check and see if you're getting enough collagen first? Matter of fact, adding collagen to your diet can highlight the elasticity, health, and youthful glow to your skin like nothing else. You wouldn't believe this, folks. I mean, it's unbelievable. This is why I highly, highly recommend taking collagen. Okay, there it is. There it is. Collagen for better health at www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. This amazing powder is specifically formulated to enhance skin elasticity, hydration, and it makes it easy to toast your collagen levels to support the healthier skin. So try it today. You can reach 53% off also the price if you just simply go to www.healthofpaul.com. That's www.healthofpaul.com. Plus, there's other bonuses you can get. So do it today. You know, we need to step it up and make sure we take care of our health. There's no doubt about that. Now, speaking of health, speaking of things we need to do, let's talk about what the Chinese are trying to do. Especially in the Straits of Taiwan, they are literally tempting us. They're taking it to way too many levels, and they're really challenging us on every level. And you find the right.
I chose St. George's University School of Medicine.
No. I'll find the right article I want. Is this it? Probably not. Must be this one. Okay. A Chinese warship came within 150 yards of the U.S. destroyer in the latest act of aggression near Taiwan. According to reports, the Chinese warship reportedly came within 150 yards of hitting the USS Changhoon on Saturday, while the U.S. destroyer was conducting joint exercises with Canada in the Taiwan Strait. The accidental, they say, occurrence, this incident, I'll just put it that way, as the U.S.-Chinese tensions remains high in the South China Sea. The Chinese ship sped up and cut in front of the USS Changhoon, its bow, warning the United States ship that there would be a collision if it didn't alter its course. Canada's Global News, who a reporter witnessed the near miss from one of their ships and actually has it on video, and I've seen it. The U.S. told the Chinese ship to stay away from their destroyer, and at the last moment, the Chinese altered their course. The Changhoon was also reportedly forced to slow down, and after this happened, so to avoid hitting the ship. 150 yards, guys, for these ships, that is way too close. That's just way too close. At the speeds they were traveling and the size of these ships, it takes time to maneuver these things and turn them. So the HMCS Montreal commander Paul Montford called the incident not professional by China at all, and said it was clearly instigated by the Chinese. The fact this was announced over the radio prior to doing it for everybody to hear clearly indicated this was an intentional provocation. Now, he refused. He said, I'm hoping that, he continued to say, he's hoping that it is an isolated incident that won't happen again because we have international law on our side. This is international waters. But the Chinese have warned the U.S. and the Canadian ships that were in Chinese territorial waters, they said, although it's not, it's international waters. They said, you're in Chinese territorial waters, despite the Taiwan Strait being recognized as international waters. China's vessels had been shadowing the joint U.S.-Canadian exercise for the last week before they entered the Taiwan Strait. Canadian Defense Minister Anita Anna said Canada will continue to sail where international law allows, including the Straits of Taiwan. We're not going to leave because you say so. Matter of fact, the Canadians took a strong position. She added, our overall goal is to increase the peace and stability in this region. And that's why we are going to continue to see more of Canada's ships in the region. And as to set out our Indo-Pacific strategy, we've already seen unsafe intercepts, and we've already addressed those appropriately with the Chinese in terms of our RCAF pilots. Actors in this region must engage responsibly, and that's the bottom line. But Anna just participated in a security summit in Singapore that was also attended by U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin and China's Defense Minister Li Shangdo. So late last month, the Chinese government threatened serious consequences against the United States after it sailed through the contested Parcel Islands, which it claims sovereignty over. And it also disregarded Vietnam's exclusive economic zone, and by deploying a research ship along with the 5 escort vessels last month to an area where Russian state firm jointly operates a gas block with Hanoi in the energy-rich South China Sea. Fox News has reached out to the United States State Department and to the Pentagon trying to get a response, but the United States isn't saying anything about this altercation with China. But the Canadians are. So I give the Canadians a lot of credit for saying, whoa, we witnessed the whole thing. We saw the whole thing. We heard it on the radio. We even had journalists in the area that saw what was going on. This was clearly a violation. Saw what was going on. A violation by the Chinese, tempting the United States or threatening the United States. And so, Canada is just saying, look, it's just wrong what you're doing. This is international waters. We're going to keep sailing Canadian ships through here. Of course, the U.S. is going to as well. And every time you do this, if you think we're going to go away, you're crazy. And every time you do this, there's a higher and higher risk of a major accident, a major collision, which could kill hundreds, if not thousands of sailors if these two battleships, if these two warships, I shouldn't say battleships, but warships because they're different. If they collide at high speeds, you could have catastrophe on the waters, no doubt about it. But China is playing a different game now. They've decided that Taiwan belongs to them. They've always said it, but weren't very aggressive about it. Now they're saying it. They're putting ships in the water. They're flying over top of Taiwan. They fly planes over Taiwan. They blockade Taiwan sometimes with all kinds of ships. They threaten anybody that comes in the area. They harasses Americans, Canadians, or the British, or anyone else, the French, anybody that comes over there. So this is a serious situation. China is trying to set a precedent. They've already built 5 new islands in the middle of the South Pacific and made those naval base as well as an airfield for planes. They are threatening to take islands away from Japan. They're threatening to take certain islands away from Russia, certain islands from Micronesia, from Malaysia, from Indonesia, from both North and South Vietnam, from South Korea. I mean, they're just saying that the entire South Pacific belongs to China. And any disputed islands that are out there, even islands that were for years have belonged to certain countries, they're saying that those are ours. So they're the bully right now in the playground. And I guess the question is, who's going to stand up to the bully? You would think the United States would. You'd think we would be the one. But we haven't. We haven't, not since Trump left office. So I don't know what's going to happen in these next 2 years or 6 years. It could really be a long time. Hello, darling. Yeah, yes, I'm downstairs. I'm right now live on the air. Get right to everybody about the webinar coming up. All right, baby. Okay, bye. All right, that's Miss Heidi telling me to get my button gear. No, come and see her. Oh, by the way, speaking of the webinar, that's right. The webinar is coming up next Friday. We have 5 days. Have you got your bundle ticket yet? Have you got your bundle ticket yet? Guys, seriously, let me, oh no, I got to tell you, I mean, you got to get your tickets. You got to go there and get them now. Are you serious? Go to our website, go to paulbegleyprophecy.com. I'll just put that right up there. Go right there. Go to paulbegleyprophecy.com. And right on the front, the home page, it'll say, 3 different tickets you can get, but the one you want to get is that top one right there where it says the bundle. Click it. That's the one you probably want, because then that means you get both webinars for one price. And it starts Friday. The webinar is Friday, June the 9th. Are you serious? June 9th, Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. You want to be ready for this, guys. You absolutely want to have your ticket. Don't miss it. Upcoming double webinar called Supernatural Intelligence. Supernatural Intelligence. This is powerful, and I don't want you to miss it. We have unbelievable speakers are in this one. Incredible speakers are in this one. It will be incredible. I don't even know how to say it. When you got L.A. Marzulli and Mike Run the World twice, and Carl Gallups and Mr. Yazi from the Navajo Indians talking about the skinwalkers. You got Archbishop Antonisha Schneider from Kazakhstan. He's actually going to Rome, who was an exorcist for the Vatican. When you got Bishop Larry Ragland, myself, you got Israel Hall and Mike Kellerman of POD doing praise and worship in both locations. And it goes on and on. I cannot remember everybody. Okay. It's just unbelievable. Heidi does a great interview with Ronnie, who came out of drug addiction and witchcraft. It's an incredible interview. What God did for this lady. It's incredible. Just on and on. There's just so much good stuff here. So I don't want you to miss it. Heidi has a tremendous 2 presentations she does on the creepy crypts. She was sharing that with me last night. Wow. Wait till you find out what these things are all about, these creepy crypts around the world, and why they're there, and just the reason behind it, and the spiritual ramifications for the body of Christ. It's incredible. So I don't want you to miss it. It's a double webinar. Get your tickets. Just go to paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com and get your ticket. Don't miss it. It is powerful. Miss ZD is throwing it up there for you. Yeah, but if you just go to our website, you just go to our website and it's right there. You can click on it and get it. And she's showing you right there. So to go, it's the double. It's the special bundle, Supernatural Intelligence webinar, part 1 and part 2. Get it all one bundle ticket. Get it, and you'll be blessed. I guarantee it. Now, pray one for another, because things in the world. Of course, the Chinese train wreck was horrible. The death toll now at 288. The injured over 1,000. It's just awful to even imagine. So a lot going on with that tonight. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. All right, guys. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. So just hang on. I'll be back in just a few. God bless all of you. Something biblical is going on. Are you serious? Something biblical is going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. And the last thing we need is war with China.